If the model is modified, then just save the changes. Any issue or mistake, please catch it. It says through the DB update concurrency exception, and just throw that exception. Otherwise, everything's fine. Okay. So that's about the put, and let's go to the post. To the posting, you can find more information. Obviously, I mean, since this is an automatic generated content, controller, you can find various information on the Microsoft website on these links if you want to get more insights and about these controllers, about how to create a controller and what everything means. But I believe that my explanation should be just fine and good enough for you to start with all of these things. And then the post I said, before the method has started, we need to have these annotations such as the HTTP get, right? And then we need to specify that this HTTP get has parameter of ID, and this one has, for example, this is the put and has parameter of ID. It doesn't matter of what we are editing. And then the post, I mean, whatever we're posting, but in our case, there's no parameter here because we're passing really the object itself, the model itself to be modified. And so since this object has been modified on the front end and it's been passed already to the post, right? That's why we're just adding the customers.add customers, and then we're just saving the changes. And then we're returning get customers. Now, I'd like to show you something else here. Get customers is really, well, I would say name of, and then what is it that we are returning? Customers, right? But actually, we don't have to. It's fine. All right, it's just fine. So a popular way to say, so this is just a string. By saying name of and passing an object, for example, would have the same effect as this. But anyway, it's okay. And then pass the new customer ID and the customer's detailed information, whatever is contained under the model or the customer model. HTTP delete, we're passing an ID in order to delete something, a customer, for example, and that reflects as the parameter right here. It is a task asynchronous again. And then we first say if you find this ID, which is passed under this task, then just remove it from the customer's DB set and save the changes and return nothing. If you recall at the beginning when I was doing the presentation, I said the delete and the put return no content. So you see, so this is for the put and for the delete. Okay. And this is our just helper. For example, if a customer ID exists or not, and this is used right here in the put customers in order for us to find out if there is anything to be edited or not. And this returns a boolean, true or false, whether this exists or not, and that's how it's used right here. Okay, so this is really in short about web APIs for beginners and how to really create web APIs. I don't think it's difficult. It is very easy as a matter of fact, but this is not all. I will be creating another maybe tutorial on how to capture errors, how to capture logs, and then maybe for the next course I will create a more complex API which is going to use maybe collections, and more complex types here within the model itself. So maybe we can expand this customer's concrete class or model class to another level in order to really involve more complex functionality so that you can really see all of these scenarios. And then furthermore, probably another video tutorial for how to do the unit tests, because obviously software, I mean, it has to be regressionally functionality tested, as we already did, through the web API endpoints, but also software. I mean, on the developer side, the developer needs to ensure that all the unit tests are written and that all functionality, such as this web API endpoints, are covered, and any other service, for example, is covered within the software that the developer or developers are building. And maybe another course I will do on how to really deal with the GitHub, maybe source control, so that we can mimic a small software house of maybe a few developers to see how really everything goes. Well, this is in short. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope you find it useful. And hopefully, I will have time soon enough to create the rest of the courses, which I promised you already, so that you can move on with your developer, stages and knowledge. Thank you so much.